Stream, there's a big heron. There he goes. Hope you can see that. Yeah, good morning to you. I'm gonna go upstream a bit and see what's there. Sounds like there's a fair bit of water, but well, let's take a look right here first of all, and then I'll retrace my steps. A deer fly just bit me. Ooh, water looks good, sort of coffee-ish, maybe one milk. I'm going up the other way for a sec. I cast up cast the lure upstream a bit. The water is very well, it's dark. Fish can't see me, I can't see them. And then later on I'm going to put a worm on. I don't know if there are any chub in there. They've all been swept away. And go over by that again, that bank, that brush, and probably put a little sinker, a split shot on, and drift the worm by and see if anybody's there. So anyway, just a couple of casts upstream. I'll show you one. Whoops. Show you one, see what happens. Wait for the explosion. Ho, ho, ho. There we go. There we go. No explosion. We'll be back. Patience has been rewarded on the 51st cast upstream. I have this guy. It looks like a little chub. However, if there's a little chub, maybe there's big brown around. We'll see what's up. Interesting little chub go after the lure. Size 6 Panther Martin. I think it likes the silver blade. I do too. Do a few more casts upstream. Again, the water is cloudy. You will have noticed in episode 4 how difficult it was to see. That brown I caught was probably 5 feet away from me. I couldn't see it except for the tail. It couldn't see me. It's sort of exactly now the same thing. The big browns, big fish get more audacious. They get bold. The water's cloudy. They can do whatever they want. Hopefully they'll run into a silver spinner. So you never know. I went to a worm, and actually a worm and a sinker split shot. I actually have, I think, a small chub on at the moment, and I'm letting it stay. It's in distress because it knows it's caught. I'm hoping that it gets more distressed because I'm going to leave the chub in the water for a second, because its distress might get the attention of a bigger brown. And bigger browns, bigger fish, they like to prey on things in distress. So if I just keep this in, maybe a big brown will come around and sort of help me out. Not help the chub out though. And again, you know, a big brown could be 5 feet in front of me, and I can't see because the water is so not cloudy, it's just coffee colored, and it can't see me. Usually I'm up there behind the stinging nettles, and today I don't believe I have to. So anyway, that's what I'm doing with the poor little chub. I'll retrieve it in shortly. Well, I'm thinking that the tug on my line there is a chub. I've waited a while. Not sure whether I've started to get people awake. Anyway, we'll bring in and see what it is. The rod isn't bending over, but again, I can't see. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yep, we're looking at a chub. Okay. I'm trying to be proactive here. I'm humming or singing the words to Adele's Rolling in the Deep, hoping that something from the deep will show up. I know Adele won't, however, and it looks as if brown trout is not going to show up too. But anyway, it's a beauty hole. I think probably a bit too much rain last night has frightened everybody away except Adele. So bring in a couple more casts, go down to those logs over there, and maybe call it a day. Pulled a big brown to look at what I was fishing with. My goodness, the chubtail went up to it. Oh, it's behind it again. You can't see that. Oh my goodness. I fished here for an hour and a half, and I was just going to go home, and all of a sudden this big brown showed up. Oh, he's at it again. He's nudging it. I want more than a nudge. I'm going to turn this off, I think, for a bit. Come back on when it's hit. Oh, he's just playing with it. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Oh, I can see him underneath it. You can't. I'm going to have to look at the CPL lenses, the circle polarization lenses. This is a monster fish. Oh, not a monster fish. It's a good looking fish. I'm going to turn this off for a bit. So I said a few minutes ago I was going to leave, and then I saw this big brown, and it doesn't seem to be around any here. It doesn't seem to be around here anymore, which makes me believe it might have gone down to the brush down there. So I'm not going home yet. I might be a tad late. However, I started early morning, so anyway, we'll see in a sec. The thing about fishing like this is you have no idea. I just saw a big brown. I have no idea where it is, and I shouldn't think about where it is. I had a coach once who said, don't think you hurt the club, just shoot. In this case, it would be just fish, and if you're fishing where the fish is, isn't that wonderful? If not, it's a great day. So I'm going to fish down a little bit. We'll see in a second. As they say, this is the last cast. This has been a very interesting hole. I've spent the entire morning here. I bet you I spent 2.5 hours, and about 2 hours and 28 minutes, that's when I saw a big brown. Probably spent another 30 more minutes messing around here. Unfortunately, this is just a talking video, but I hope it was informative with some of the things I do. I've been remiss in not saying what I've learned. I mean, I'm certainly a novice at the Hero 9 GoPro, but it's been terrific. Certainly didn't start like this. My goodness, the sun's out, pretty day. I'm sure the water will clear up even by tomorrow, although there's been lots of thunderstorms warning and so forth. Humidity isn't bad right now, and that's okay. So I've got some bait left. We'll see what happens tomorrow at 7 a.m. out of here. On occasions I will look back at a video, and the episode number 3 is, although it's a short video, it certainly shows the difficulty of the stream in which I was fishing. And then video 4, which will come out after Alfred does some editing, will show the results of fishing in a tough stream. So although as I said, the video was small at maybe 9 minutes or something, it certainly showed a realistic view of what I fish in and the big fish that are there. So hopefully you can take a quick look at 3, and then I'm looking forward to 4. It hasn't been edited yet. Alfred's still in Hollywood with the writer's strike. He's striking with them, so hopefully when that gets resolved, he'll come in. He has done a terrific job up to now with these 3 episodes, and certainly more to come.